Welcome to the Methodical Marketer's Guide to Greatness. Learn how to use what you have to get to where you want to be in marketing and business. Today we're going to discuss an important topic that affects all businesses using social media. With the increasing trend of users being reluctant to leave the platform they're on to consume content on a different one, businesses need to adapt the way they share content to provide value to their followers right on the platform itself. Let me explain. Have you ever sat on the sofa and while you're scrolling on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, you see a headline for a really interesting article, you stop scrolling for a second, consider clicking on it, but then think, not right now, I'm enjoying my Facebook feed at the moment? That's what I mean by people being reluctant to leave one platform for another in order to derive value from the content. You might save the link, but chances are you're not going to go back to it. You're busy, you have other things to do, and as the saying goes, out of sight, out of mind. So this is where the concept of native content comes in. Native content refers to content that is hosted and posted directly on the social media platform itself, rather than directing users to an external source. This type of content is designed to blend seamlessly into the user's experience on the platform, rather than disrupting it. Now, as I mentioned, there has been a major shift in the way users consume content on social media platforms. Users are becoming more and more reluctant to leave a platform to read content on a different website. The reason for this is actually quite simple. Users value their time, and they don't want to be wasting their time by jumping from one platform to another. What's even worse is when a user clicks on a link and the website takes forever to load, it's not designed to work on the device the person is using, or there are tons of pop-ups and adverts that first need to be closed before you can actually read the content. But what do we do with our blog posts then? What about our tutorial videos and our other long-form content that we spend hours and hours creating? These are still relevant and vitally important for your marketing activities. You just need to adapt them to cater to the platform you're sharing the content on. What do I mean by this? You need to divide your macro content, your long-form content, into pieces of micro content that provides value to your user on the platform they are viewing it on. For example, instead of publishing a long blog post on your website and only sharing a link to it on your social media, you can instead break that post into several smaller pieces of micro content and share them directly on the social media platform. This way, users can consume the content right on the platform without having to leave it. It's still important for you to have that blog post on your website though. It still serves many purposes, SEO being one of them. It's just, the next time that you write a blog post, try and create something that can be divided into smaller pieces, each with its own message and element of value that it offers the user without them needing to do something or take an action for them to actually receive that value. So, remember, the content that we create and the content that we share in the digital space needs to form part of the user's experience on the platform they're using. It shouldn't disrupt it. A great way to do this is by creating and sharing pieces of content that the reader finds value in without them needing to leave the platform that they are on. Until next time, thank you for listening.